This is Rob Jones, and I'm going to tell you how he accomplished the impossible.
Riding from Maine to California, all to raise $1 million for organizations that help veterans like himself. 30 miles so far, just under 5,400 left to go. But this ride isn't about the destination, but rather the journey.
Scenes from Climb, the Rob Jones story, one of 2 short films being featured as part of the GI Film Festival. It's being hailed as a cinematic salute to our troops, and it'll be shown at theaters nationwide this Thursday in a very special one-night run. To talk about it, we're pleased to be joined by the host of the GI Film Festival, Navy veteran turned actor and comedian Jamie Kaler. Jamie, we appreciate your time tonight on Newsmax Prime.
I appreciate you having me here. Yeah, it is, as the clip says, it's about the journey, and it's been a real honor and privilege to be even associated with the whole GI Film Festival.
And this particular film, Climb, about Rob Jones losing both his legs after stepping on an IED in 2010, and then this tremendous cross-country bike ride. Tell us more about this hero in this film.
That film alone is just an amazing accomplishment. What he did, I mean, you're like, these guys are thinking about trying to walk a few steps. He got on a bike with 2 prosthetic legs and biked across country, and it's the craziest thing you've ever seen. It's uplifting, it's heartwarming, it's the ultimate salute to the troops. It's hosted by Gary Sinise. It's one of the 2 films we're showing that night for the Fathom event. The other is the real story of the Inglourious Bastards. We all know the Quentin Tarantino kind of crazy story, but that is actually based on a real story of Jewish American troops who go behind the enemy lines to fight in World War II, which is another just harrowing tale. And you know, the thing about this whole event is it brings home what the GI Film Festival really stands for, and it's a chance for guys to, former military guys, to not only work in the entertainment industry, but to tell their stories. And so it always is stories about the military, supporting the military, families of military, and it's an amazing event.
And only a one-night run this coming Thursday. Jamie, how did you get involved in this? And the fact that you're a veteran, I guess this speaks with a special eloquence to you.
Well, yeah, I served. My father was like, hey, look, we don't have any money for college, and if you want to go to college, ROTC is a pretty good deal. So I got a scholarship, luckily, out of high school, and I went to Boston University, and I ended up, I said, I don't care what ship you put me on, just put me in San Diego. It was the year after Top Gun came out. It was the greatest time historically to be in the military. And we, you know, the thing about it, we used to wear our uniforms with pride everywhere around the world. We were never in fear. You know, and people would go, hey, thank you for your service. And I go, yeah, whatever. Thank you for letting me do this. It was a different time. The coal hadn't been blown up. 9/11 hadn't happened yet. And so it was a wonderful time to be in. The guys nowadays, I mean, you know, we say thank you for your service on Veterans Day and Memorial Day, but the truth is it's 365 days a year for these guys. They have a target on their backs. They are truly supporting this country, and it's really nice to see people kind of coming together and supporting them.
And a good way to do this will be at the GI Film Festival on Thursday night. We want to thank you very much for your service, Jamie, and for your time tonight. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Now it's time for The Way You See It, your comments via social media. Tonight we hear first from Ron, who watched our interview with former New York Police Commissioner Bernie Kerik on Friday and made note of the fact that Bernie also served as the interim Interior Minister in war-torn Iraq. And Ron writes, JD, you asked Bernie Kerik if he would recognize Iraq were he to return there now. Heck, I don't even recognize my own country, America, after 7 years of Obama and company. Next, we hear from Vic, who takes exceptions to comments made by Karl Rove. Vic writes, Karl Rove speaks of a new face who is battle-tested with strong conservative principles and has the ability to articulate them. Karl, you're talking about Ted Cruz. I think you might want to sit down, calm down, and look at the Yellow Rose of Texas before you become an irrelevant, has-been political analyst. Your comments we would welcome, and you need to send those comments to me at newsmaxtv.com/comments. You can also send your comments to us at Twitter at NewsmaxPrime. That'll do it for tonight. Stay brave, stay free, stay tuned.